Hello guys, welcome again to another episode of Pinoy in Australia. So I think this is the part 3 of this case study of Holden Astra year 2000, uh, hard starting and long cranking, and it has also a misfire. So every time you start it, it takes time before it start during first day in the morning. So originally, the first issue of this vehicle is it won't start because of the faulty uh, lip pump. It got deteriorated because the vehicle had been sitting on the yard for 7 years. So I didn't use the vehicle for 7 years before the vehicle is fine. What happened is my wife bought another car, the Nissan X-Trail. Then she bought another vehicle again, the Toyota Luger. So we leave the vehicle on the yard for a very long time because we're using the two vehicle, the Nissan X-Trail and Toyota Luger. So one day I decided to check the vehicle, and when I started, it won't start. And I said, I think this is the perfect time to do a video for troubleshooting. So I checked the vehicle and troubleshooted, and I found out that there's something with the lip pump. The lip pump deteriorated because stuck there for 7 years. The fuel became empty, evaporated. Then all the wire inside the lip pump deteriorated, guys. It come up from the wire, the insulation. So you can see the copper of the wire. So all those materials that come up from the wire, it's inside the fuel tank. So I replaced the sending unit and the lip pump. So the lip pump assembly, I replaced the whole thing. Then it started. Then after that, there's a check engine, and the problem is the um, mass airflow sensor, and there's also a problem with the ECM. The message coming from the signal coming from the mass airflow sensor cannot go through inside the ECM because there is an open circuit in the wiring internally inside the ECM. I replaced the ECM, and I also replaced the mass airflow sensor because the airflow sensor also have problem. So the voltage coming out on the signal of the mass airflow sensor is not right. So I replaced these two parts, vehicle runs, become okay. Then I keep running every weekend until such time it has this hard starting issue. Before, the hard starting issue is not there. So what I did is I troubleshoot it. If you're going to follow my YouTube video, I put up the scope on that vehicle. I check the crankshaft position sensor, and there is some kind of glitch in the waveform of the crankshaft position sensor, and I'm expecting there is something wrong with the alternator, maybe the diode inside the alternator. So then I dig further, and I found out that the fuel injector is clogged up, guys. So clog up, I bring down the fuel injector, check the tip of the fuel injector, and it's very dirty, guys. Then it's full of carbon on the tip. Then I clean the fuel injector. I use the special tools for simulating the signal coming from the computer to operate the injector while spraying a brake cleaner to clean the system inside to clean the internal of the fuel injector, guys. So I had cleaned that one. Then I'm very curious why in the tip of the fuel injector there are thick solid carbon. So I did a more investigation, guys. And guess what, guys? There's a problem with the head of this engine. And watch the video, guys, so you will find out what's really the problem of this vehicle, why it is misfiring. We found out that there's a clog in the fuel injector, but not only there's a clog in the fuel injector, there is only internal problem with the engine. So right now, I'm in situation to decide whether I still continue repairing this vehicle, because the value, market value right now of this vehicle maximum is 3,000. It's very hard to sell that vehicle on 3,000 value, because this vehicle is not on that good condition. If I'm going to put that vehicle on that condition, I will spend more than $3,000, guys. So possibly I'm not going to continue this repair, guys, and I will show you what is the reason. It will spend me heaps of money to repair this vehicle, because the air condition also have problem. It has a leakage, and I need to find out where's the leak is, and it will cost more money if there's a broken parts. So I will spend more than $3,000, more than the cost of the market value of that vehicle right now. So continue watching, guys, and find out what's really wrong with the vehicle. Okay, guys, this is the condition of our uh, fuel injector now, guys. See, it's very far compared to the image of the fuel injector before we clean it. No more carbon, guys. Before you cannot almost see the hole, the middle of the injector. So right now very clean, guys. So once I put this injector, guys, back to the engine, still I'm going to use that injector cleaner that need to be mixed up on the fuel tank. So that, I think that will help a lot to clean the system, guys, because I think there's some more left, some left impurities inside the injector. I'm not sure whether 100% I remove all the impurities, but just to make sure, I'm going to use that fuel injector, guys. So I did my best to clean it, guys. I almost used 1 can of brake cleaner, guys. No, more than one, almost two can of brake cleaners, guys. So usually those are enough to clean the fuel injector. So we will find out, guys, whether we succeed cleaning this fuel injector. We will find out whether we succeed putting this injector back to its normal life, guys. Okay, guys, that is the condition before of this fuel injector before I clean it. So the present condition of this fuel injector is very far from this image that you can see right now. So because of that carbon on the tip of the fuel injector, I do a much further investigation, guys, because usually you're not going to have that kind of carbon in this kind of vehicle, because this vehicle is not a direct fuel injection. The location of this fuel injector is located in the intake manifold of the engine. So there must be a exhaust gas entering the intake manifold. Okay, guys, in this part of the video, guys, I'm using my camera to check the condition of the cylinder. So I'm checking the internal condition of the cylinder. So that's cylinder number 1. And as you can see, there are lots of oil sludge and carbon in the top of the head of the piston. And see the wall, there are some black spot in there, guys. And there are lots of oil sludge and carbon on the bulbs. So that is the intake and exhaust bulb, guys, on cylinder number 1. So there is an oil going inside the uh, cylinder. So this will be the cylinder number 2. So I'm checking the condition of the cylinder number 2. So that is the internal condition. See the wall, it got some kind of scratches, guys. That's big line, guys, if you can see it. See those line, that line. So I'm not sure whether that line is oil sludge or a scratch. Possibly that is a scratch. See the wall, guys. So there are some kind of scratches and some kind of line. So it means the compression of this cylinder number 2 is not good, guys. So as you can remember on fuel injector cut-off test, guys, cylinder number 2 is not responding. So that is the condition of the cylinder number 2. So there's a problem in the liner, guys. So that's cylinder number 3. That's the worst one, guys. That's the one that not also responding, guys, during fuel injector cut-off test. So that's the cylinder head and that's the lining. See, there is oil in the wall. That's the wall of the liner. That's the head of the piston, full of oil sludge and carbon. You guys see? There's also some kind of scratch in the wall. There's some kind of black spot also on the wall. That's the head, guys, full of carbon, guys. That's the bulb, guys. See the bulb? Full of oil. So the oil is coming from the bulb seal, guys. That's where the oil is coming from. See the shoulder of the bulb is no longer shiny. So it means that it's no longer sealing properly. So number 3 has a compression issue, guys. So it's supposed to be clean if there's a good contact between the head and the bulb. So as you can see, there are lots of some kind of oil sludge in the shoulder of the bulb. So this is cylinder number 4. So there's also some kind of scratches on the wall of the liner. See those line, guys? So most of the cylinder have a compression issue, but the worst cylinder that is affected is cylinder number 3 and 1, I think, because during scanning of the vehicle using the scan tools, I have a misfire, permanent misfire now on cylinder number 3, and also intermittent misfire on cylinder number 1. So this is number 4. See, there's also a line, some kind of scratch in the liner. So right now, guys, see that black spot there, guys, in the liner? So it means that we have a compression issue on this one. See the bulb, guys, the black thing on that shoulder of the bulb? It means it's not sealing properly, guys. Supposed to be shiny because that always have a contact with the head. So it means I have also compression issue on this number 4. but the worst is cylinder number 3. Now, my decision on this vehicle, guys, is to stop restoring this engine because it will cost me heaps of money, guys. Okay, guys, let's put a final word on this case study, guys. Let's go inside the house. Okay, guys, my final decision on this vehicle, guys, is to stop restoring this vehicle, guys. It's really very frustrating, guys, because I spend heaps of time fixing this vehicle, guys. Um, as you can see, guys, there is a compression issue. There's a problem with the liner. There's a problem with the valve oil seal. It was the valve oil seal that failed, that causing the compression issue, guys. So the oil had managed to go inside the individual cylinder, and there are lots of oil sludge inside and carbon. They mix together, the carbon and the oil sludge, and because of the combustion happening inside the um, cylinder, the oil that managed to enter the um, cylinder become a carbon, guys, solid carbon. Those carbon are identical to the carbon that you can see on the barbecue grill. Because when I clean the tip of the fuel injector, guys, it's very hard to remove the carbon on the tip of the fuel injector, and those carbon is coming from the combustion, so there is a leakage in the intake valve. So if I'm going to fix the compression issue of this vehicle, it will cost me heaps of money because it need a tear down of the cylinder head, you need valve lapping, you need to replace the cylinder head gasket, so I need a BRS kit. I need valve seal. So the valve seal is part maybe of the BRS kit. So the worst scenario is, the scratches on the cylinder liner. So that's one big issue, guys. That will cost me a lot of fortune, guys. So it's more practical to stop the restoration of this vehicle, guys, because the maximum value that you can sell this vehicle may be 2,500, 2,000, maybe on that area. And it will be stupid for me if I continue restoring this vehicle because it's not practical, guys. If I continue repairing this one, it will cost me more than 3,000, between 3,000 to $5,000, guys. Because that is not the only issue of this vehicle, guys. It also need to fix the AC system because it lost refrigerant, and there's a leakage in the AC system, possibly maybe the condenser or the compressor, and they are not cheap. And also on the left hand rear passenger door, it has an accident damage, so you need to replace the left hand side passenger door, guys. So if I continue restoring this, guys, it will cost me fortune, guys. So if I'm going to spend $5,000 on this vehicle, guys, that $5,000, guys, will be very, very good vehicle, guys. So it's not practical to spend $5,000 on this vehicle. And my estimate is I'm going to spend $5,000 if I'm going to continue restoring this vehicle. So instead of spending $5,000 on this vehicle, I rather buy a used car, much better car, on that amount of money, guys. So this will be, I think, the last time I'm going to do a video on this vehicle, guys, because it will be stupid for me on my side to continue repairing this vehicle. So maybe in the future I will do another video, guys, but not on this vehicle anymore, guys. So as you can see, bad condition internally in the cylinder, guys, and in every cylinders oil have managed to go inside, so compression issue. if you have compression issue, guys, it's not 1,000 it's not a $100 cost of repair, guys. That will cost a lot of money, guys. So if you're going to remove the cylinder head, you also need to replace the also the timing belt and the kit, because this vehicle had been stuck on the yard for very long times, 7 years, guys. So my advice to you guys, if you have vehicle that you're not going to use, especially if the vehicle is parked on the area where it's exposed to hot and cold condition, guys, on the bad weather, guys, better to sell it, guys, because if you just leave it on the parking yard and one day you decide to use it, I assure you guys, you are going to have lots of issue, guys. Like this one, the fuel inside the fuel tank evaporated because it's been sitting there for 7 years. The fuel evaporated, disappeared, and what happened is all the wire in the lift pump deteriorated, guys, and that's contaminated the whole fuel system. And some of them have managed to pass the fuel filter. And as you can see in the video, when I remove the common rail, there are lots of dirt, contaminant, impurities inside the common rail, guys. So that's come from the fuel tank, guys. So see you on the next video, guys. So it's really frustrating, guys, because I spent lots of time fixing this vehicle and I had managed to fix heaps of issue, but it's also fun, guys, because lots of experience, guys, and I have experienced some of the problem that I haven't experienced before in the workshop, guys. So this problem was caused of bulb seal, leaking bulb seal, guys, and some of the issue is electronic, guys, electrically in the ECM, mass airflow sensor. If you follow my video, guys, so we had fixed that issue, guys. But this one, guys, I will not fix this one. Definitely I will not fix this one, because it will cost me fortune, guys. Okay, guys, see you in the next video. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel, so we will have some fun solving problems when it comes to fixing vehicle. Okay, guys, this is the first issue that I had encountered in this vehicle, guys. No start because the fuel pump failed. It start working because the fuel pump failed. So it was eaten by rust, guys. See, it was eaten by rust. See, it's sitting there for 7 years, and also the wire deteriorates, guys. See the insulation, guys. Some of the wires don't have any insulation. It deteriorates inside the fuel tank, guys. When I open the fuel tank, guys, all this insulation, guys, see, it's like pork cracking. It fall by itself. See, this is all over inside the fuel tank, and some of these materials had managed to pass through the fuel filter, and it clogged the fuel system, especially the fuel injector. When I removed the fuel injector from the common rail, I had shown you on the other part of this video that there is some foreign materials inside the common rail, guys. So that's one reason, guys, if you're not going to use your vehicle, sell it, guys. Because if you leave your vehicle sitting on the yard, exposed to hot temperature of the climate, guys, hot and cold, guys, it will deteriorate. The vehicle will deteriorate by itself, guys. So to avoid this kind of problem, guys, my advice, sell it, guys. Okay, guys, see you in the next video, guys. I hope you enjoyed following this video, guys. Bye.